New firmware is now available. Okay, view. Checking for updates. Okay, let's update. Okay, update. This seems to be a fairly normal thing to do. You seem to get a bunch of updates here. Let's see, automatic update. There we go. Ding, ding. A lot of ding. All right. Check for updates. Power light just came on. Midnight, 6 a.m. That's nice. It's downloading it or not? Oh, downloading, do not. Okay. Current firmware, latest firmware. Needs an update. Update now.
Upgrading. Please wait.
All right. Now we're upgrading. Now it's installing. Hey, that's a pink light. Okay. More than half done. It's turned blue now. Okay, the light went off. 96%. 97%. Looks like it takes a little while. %. All right, the
update successful.
Nice. So we are done. All right, fantastic.
Switch to vacuum and mopping mode. Starting charging.
All right, fabulous. So, welcome Yeedi fans to the setup and first run of the Vac 2 Pro that has an oscillating mopping function. I've already filled this with water. And if you want to take a look at the unboxing video, feel free and you'll see all the parts. So I have moved all my normal foot mats, shaken them out. So there's going to be some dirt for it to pick up, to be sure. A bit under the table there. And we'll have a few hundred square feet of this linoleum to clean. So let's get started. I do have chairs blocking various potential exits where I don't want it to go, just for the first time, because we're going to be figuring out, or rather it's going to be figuring out, how to map the room. So let's see. So I have this, so I certainly can do auto cleaning, but I have to do a map, okay? Oh, look at that. All right, it'll probably start again here, but I saw that thing oscillate. Yes. Yep, look at it go. Yep. Now I have it set just to its default mode. Yep, you see the oscillation there. So it looks like it's a up and down? Oh no, when it gets closer, I'll see if it's just a back and forth. I figured if it was going to be side to side, there'd be an issue there. Now, where is the map for this thing? There we go. Okay, so we have to map. There. Now we're just looking at the map. You know, I think it's a little up and down and front and back, but I've got to take a closer look. I can't really tell yet. There it goes. It's forward and backward. It's definitely forward and backward. I can't tell. I'll have to slow down the video to see if it's a little up and down. It's definitely forward and backward. I can see it going forward and backward. That's pretty clear. All right, that's cool. Nice. Right now, I would like to look at the vacuum power here. Let me get out of the Yeedi's way. Let's try. So water looks like it has 3 or 4 levels. Okay, so it's 3 levels. It's set on medium. Let me see if the linoleum is damp or not. It's very slightly damp. I mean, really slightly damp. I'm going to increase the water level. Now let me see if it does this live. All right, it took it. It definitely took it. Looks like we have 4 vacuum power levels, and that's not really that loud. I mean, the mopping feature is making a little bit of noise. How about I crank this up one? There. All right. He's doing a great job so far. I'll check the water here in a minute. I want to see if the floor is wet. I can see dampness. I want to feel it with my hand. All right, let's see. What's this? How is this right here? It's minimal. It's very minimal. I can feel a coolness and a slight dampness. It is very slight. Well, I can say that the Vac 2 Pro definitely has a different algorithm for figuring out your flooring. It doesn't just go up and down, kind of like in stripes. It doesn't go all over the place either, but it can go at oblique angles. I'm not too sure exactly why. Every so often it pauses. It seems to think about something for a couple seconds, then it moves on, unless somehow it's figured out that maybe that's an extra dirty spot on the floor. But I don't have an explanation for that at the moment. There it goes down the hallway. Oh, there, it's just paused. I don't know why it's paused. Oh, let's see what it does with the door stopper. It just crushes it. Should go boing. It's desperate to go onto that carpet. So at this point it's been cleaning for 22 minutes, 204 square feet. Almost looks like it's trying to dock, but it can't get oriented well enough. Or it's just, I don't know, there's one of those pauses again. Found just a dirty spot that it decided to clean. See that wet sheen? Yeah. So I'm probably going to recommend to use the mopping feature at its maximum water dispersion setting. Obviously choose what's best for you. Look at that shape. Okay, it just said return to the station. So I guess it considers itself done. Come on around the corner. So that's the map. Should be aligning itself to put itself right back on the dock.
Please empty the reservoir and replace the mopping pad in time. Please clean the dustbin promptly. Starting charging.
Okay, now let's take a look at how much dirt it picked up and how dirty the mop pad is. After a quick walk around, this table leg and very near it is the only place that this Yeedi missed. And yeah, it definitely missed. So for whatever reason, it shied away from getting too close to this table leg. So I'm not sure why it did that. Maybe if I go and I run it again, it'll pick it back up. But it clearly missed that. Otherwise, it got absolutely everything. Now let's take a look, see how dirty the bin is. So I started with this reservoir. It's going to be almost impossible to see it. I can hardly see it. Completely full, and it's about half empty. So this did a couple hundred square feet. It could probably do maybe 400 to even 500 square feet running it on maximum. And look at that pad there. And that was maximum water dispersion. So yes, it works. So let's peel that off. Rinse that, and then put it outside to dry. I imagine you could, it's a cloth material, so I don't know why you couldn't go and say throw it in the washing machine or, use your favorite detergent or something like that. I don't know if I'd go absolutely nuts with trying to get it perfectly clean, because you don't want it to shred it. That's all I'm really getting at. So it did a pretty nice job mopping. He really did. I mean, that's a lot. This isn't just dry pickup, this actually also mops. So, all right, that's wonderful. See, and I got it a little bit cleaner just by rinsing it, but I can do a better job than that off camera. And then I will not leave the water in here. So I'll just drain that out. There we go. Put this someplace to dry. But if you're just using clean water, it shouldn't ever get smelly, you know. No mold, no mildew, because it's just clean water. Okay, so there's this. Now let's take a look at how much dirt we picked up. So I'm going to push the button. Yep. And what's great is the dirt that's in here is dry, right? It is not wet, not a single drop. So I'm going to dump that. And let's see, I can pull this out. And this doesn't really have much in it. That's pretty clean, I don't think. That's a little bit. I mean, there's a little bit down here. So I can rinse that, but I'm going to take this, scrape that off, put it in our trash can. This I will take and I will dump it right in our trash can. Oh, here's the foam filter. Here, we'll look at that in a second. And now we can rinse everything. And it's a nice hot Memorial Day out today, so it'll dry quick. Okay, that's thoroughly rinsed. That's in good shape. I can rinse this. And then I'll rinse this off as well. Wasn't really a whole lot of dirt in there, just a little bit of fine dust, but you got to keep this thing clear, otherwise you will lose your airflow. So if air is not flowing, you can't move the dirt, because the dirt is contained in a volume of air. That's how it moves. Yeah. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to take all these three pieces here and put them outside on my deck to dry. So one more step that so many people forget is you got to check your brush roll. So my wife has 2-foot long hair, and it looks like it just got a couple of hairs wrapped around it. Not a big deal. But if you don't check the brush roll ever, oh, okay, we got some wrap around here on the axle. Hey, look at that right there. So you've got to make sure that you keep your brush roll clean, because if you don't, it will stop spinning and then you'll break things. So you've got to remember to clean your brush roll. I clean them personally every time I use the machine, especially if we have known long hair running around. Maybe you don't, and it's not an issue. Put that hair off to the side there. And then this goes back in here. Just trying to put it in upside down, and then this should click. Let's see, I think it's got to be this way. There, it both clicks. All right, so this is in ready to go shape for the next clean. Let's see, I got one hair that's wrapped around this. Where is that? Is it in here? Somewhere in there. Yeah, just one. Otherwise, we're all clean. All right, so that did pretty well.